Say bye, Maru.
Bye. Bye. Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel of Millie, Mark and Maru. Maru is fast asleep right now, but we have a Oxford shopping haul to show you.
Yeah, we mentioned this on the last vlog, but we didn't initially go in to do any recording or really to buy anything. It was just to go and see how Oxford was faring after the restrictions have been lifted on lockdown. And it wasn't actually as busy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be even worse.
Yeah, there weren't many queues. We could do lots of shopping, but the only thing we couldn't do was find a pub that would let us in to have a beer at the end of our shopping trip.
All the bars that were open were completely full.
Yeah, hopefully at the start of this we can do a little montage. I took some footage of pubs and restaurants that had put tables and chairs out into the street, which is a nice idea. It sounds a bit European, but actually it just means you get lots of people drinking and getting very leery outside, so actually it wasn't very nice.
The old Oxford men being men.
Manly men.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Bless you, Maru. Cat sneeze.
That's cute.
Shall we start with the things that you bought?
Okay, so first thing I bought was this t-shirt. I got it from Uniqlo. Oh, what's the artist called? Oh, goddamn.
Is it on here somewhere?
Keith Haring. It's a Keith Haring t-shirt.
So this one says Pop Shop Tokyo.
And apparently it was this one's a Japanese style, like the whole lot was to do with Japanese culture. The shop is Japanese, so they always take like influence from Japanese artists.
It looks like they're sitting in a little boat or a bath of some kind.
But I thought it was really cute, and it's bright, and it's got a bit of pink and yellow in it, so
very colourful.
yeah. But apart from that, the other thing I got was Lush. So they've just released a new line of bubble bars, and I felt like we needed to sample a couple of them. So the first one we bought was the Matcha roll, which is like a tea fragranced bubble bar.
It has green tea extract.
Yeah, Matcha is basically a high quality green tea that you can get from Japan.
Matcha frappes.
Yeah, matcha frappes is my favourite Starbucks drink of all time, and it's the #1 reason I want to go back to Japan.
Long way to go.
But this smells really clean. It's clean but creamy.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's going to be a creamy bubble bar.
It seems a little bit bigger than a standard bubble bar. It's more like the Comforter or something like that.
They've basically taken the Comforter and made it into a green tea version.
Yeah.
And I think this is much more interesting than the Comforter or Blue Skies, fluffy skies.
There's an orange and yellow one as well, isn't there? I can't remember what that's called though. And then the other one I got, which to me resembles like Miami Vice, 80s, America, you know, California coast. So this is the Twilight bubble bar, and it's, I think this is a nori sheet, which has been made into a little palm tree and a little coastline. Even though it's got the orange and the pink, the most like overwhelming fragrance of it is the lavender. It doesn't smell like your nan's sock drawer. It's
vanilla-y.
It's a bit vanilla-y too.
Sweet.
I think that should make a really interesting colour in the bath as well.
A rainbow.
The last thing I bought in Lush was this tin, which is, it was only £5. However, I thought it was quite nice and deep and big enough just to protect bubble bars, both in the bathroom, and we've also got like this like little box that we've started storing Lush things in. So I thought it would be a good way just to like separate the bath bombs or the bubble bars from everything else.
It's good value as well, because you can get smaller tins that have a colourful design pattern, and they cost like £6, £7, £8, and they're really tiny.
Yeah, they're smaller than that.
You can fit barely anything in, but this you can definitely fit at least 4 bath bombs.
Like, for example, one bubble bar in there takes up that much space. So I think they're really good value anyway.
Should I do story time?
Story time.
Story time. So this was more than our usual shopping trip, because we were also vlogging and walking around with a camera, which got a little bit of attention in various shops. and one of them was Lush, and the girl we were talking to could tell that we were big Lushies, Lush fans. And
she said, what's your favourite thing in Lush? And you were like, soap? And she was like, what about perfumes? And you were like, oh, perfumes, they're a bit too much.
And she was like, don't worry.
And she was like, no, don't worry about that.
Yeah, Harriet at Lush Oxford, and she went and got her supervisor or maybe manager called Jordan, and he came and chatted to us as well, and he started talking about how, don't know if this is secret information.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
So Jordan was mentioning that he would like in the future for Lush to expand its community and get a bit of PR going, and that they would like to work more closely with vloggers, so organising maybe little secret vlogger evenings for us to film and try out new products and get some info, and then they want to send out more PR packages to people to do some reviews and build up hype for new products. So we gave them our email address, and then they gave us this little card that says, we popped in something a little extra for you today, and Harriet has signed it right here.
We even mentioned about, we contemplated over applying for a job as like a dual role at one point, and it was just really nice to have a conversation with other people who are just as like passionate about the brand as we are, I guess.
Yeah, Lush Oxford are hiring at the minute, and they were saying to us, you guys should apply, you know so much about the products. But it's not so easy for me to quit my job, but you know, in another world I would love to work for Lush. That would be a dream.
Yeah, no, definitely. So this is the perfume Millie chose.
This is Goddess. It says hand blended with fine essential oils. It's got jasmine, rose, sandalwood, oud oil.
A lot of the Lush perfumes are quite subtle. However, this one smells like
it's quite
traditional grown-up womanly perfume. Every time I stood behind Millie, I would get like a massive waft of Goddess.
I got loads of compliments as well. The people in Tommy Hilfiger commented on, you know, someone smells nice in this shop as soon as we walked in. It was me.
It was you, yeah.
So that's Lush.
The big important one.
I made a couple of big clothing purchases. One of them from a shop that I would never normally shop at. I got a bomber jacket from Superdry. Let me get it. So the first one we saw was red and had lions on it, but the guy in the store called Fraser pointed me towards this one, which is apparently a bestseller, and it is black and white and has the map of Japan.
You've got like the Sendai, Tokyo, Yokohama.
Osaka, Kobe, even Sapporo's on there.
And then you got the dragons, and then on the front as well, you've got like your little birds. I think there's a couple of shots of you actually wearing it in the store.
Oh yeah, basically it was pretty much first day of what felt like summer. I was wearing a little dress. Was a bit chilly still though because it's only April. So I kind of bought this jacket and wore it on the day. Bougie. Next clothing item I bought was from Urban Outfitters, and it is a varsity Riverdale-esque cardigan from pronounced Les France or something. I usually ignore this brand when I go into Urban Outfitters because it's quite young and it's quite cliquey. But yeah, it's a nice little cardigan to wear in the summer, in the evening when things get a bit cold, just to pop over a dress or something like that. We've got footage of me trying this on in Urban Outfitters, and I was umming and ahhing about it. Didn't buy it at first, and then later we came back and Mark was like, you just have to have this because you've been thinking about it all day, and he popped it through the till for me, which was very sweet of him. We also went to Victoria's Secret, or Victoria Pink, which is like the more teenage version. Mark was left alone for a time whilst I went and had probably the first bra fitting I've had since I was in my like late teens. We did a nice socially distanced bra fitting, and they gave me this little piece of card that says what my size is. Comment below to guess what my bra size is, and if you get it correct, we'll send you a bath bomb. We won't. That for me. I won't show in great detail my personal underwear. However, I did choose to go for a very colourful selection of things. So Those are my bras. That's my underwear.
I mean, I like them.
This one has butterflies. Anyway.
Next up, we went to a shop called Paperchase. They're unfortunately shutting down, and I think it was down to COVID, but they were still open and they were selling a lot of like old Christmas things and just cute things that were out for Christmas.
Speaking of Christmas, I couldn't help but pick up a little Christmas ornament. And anyone who's seen my pink Christmas tree knows that I like to have non-Christmas related items on my tree. So I have ice cream cones, donuts, and what could go better?
With a donut. You're not gonna guess.
What better to go with your Christmas donut than a Christmas green matcha tea latte?
How amazing is that?
The Japan Starbucks matcha frappe. And you just hang it on your tree like so. I love it.
Another 7 months until you can use it again.
The next thing I managed to pick up from Paperchase was a couple of wellness, mindfulness workbooks, or Ikigai, which is Japanese for finding your passion in life. It's this whole Japanese happy living concept. These were 75p each, down from £5. That's amazing. So I got one for me and one for my sister. I'll probably do a whole video on how to work through one of these books, or how you can kind of steal the activities and do them yourself. But basically it's about finding your purpose in life and finding how you can mix the things you enjoy with the things that you're good at with the things that make you money to find that perfect center. And the last thing I got from Paperchase was the cutest bag in the world. It has a fairy on it.
And a keyhole.
She's sitting on a toadstool, lots of toadstools, lots of fairies, nice holographic handle and zip. And I think this is supposed to be used as a lunchbox. In the sale, this was like £3 or something, down from like £14 originally, I think. I just thought I can use this for anything, even if it's not for my lunch. So what I've decided to do is to keep my Razer earphones that Mark so kindly bought me recently, and when I'm ready to do some editing for our YouTube videos, I can just dive into my little fairy lunchbox and get my big fancy earphones out. After Paperchase, we went to a shop that we think is called Tiger, and it's basically like an IKEA but for little decorative, technology, cooking, homeware kind of goods. And I just got a charger for my phone because I'm always forgetting them and leaving them. And this one I'm gonna have for home, and I'm gonna take my original iPhone charger and leave it at work. But basically, I got this because it's pink and it has a big, long, flexy pink cable. So for £8 you get the plug, which is kind of like a retro looking thing, and then nice big cable. And because it's so bright, you're never gonna lose or leave it anywhere. Big long piece of spaghetti, probably longer than your average charger, not sure.
Anyway, thanks for watching the previous video and this one, and a big thanks again to Lush in Oxford for gifting us the perfume. They've got their own Instagram, so make sure to follow them because
Lush Oxford.
Yeah, Lush Oxford. They seem to do the most like Instagramming and publicity out of all the Lushes that I've come across. Anyway, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video.
And if you haven't watched the first video,
this one. No, this way. This way.
Go back and watch it.
I can't. This way. Down here. Just find the video. Watch it.
I wasn't even trying to poke to a place. Maru. Let me go grab Maru and say goodbye. Say bye, Maru.
Bye. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Bye.
No! Maru, be nice. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. First watching video. Go watch first part. Sorry.